Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm called Serafina. This is a video of what you should bring when coming to Canada as an international student. Okay, let's say you've been granted admission, you have your acceptance letter, you have applied for a study permit, follow all the process. Your study permit has finally been approved, and now you're preparing to come to Canada. Not only study permit, even work permit, but today I'm going to specialize on your study permit. So all those things have been approved. So you have already gathered your document. Now let's talk about now the process of traveling, what you should bring. And many of us know that Canada, it's normally very cold. I mean, it is extremely cold. Canada is really extremely cold. So today we are going to talk about like what you should bring when coming. Normally you have 3 times: there's fall, there's winter, there's spring. So normally if you're coming during the winter period, obviously you have to bring a winter jacket or a winter shoe and a winter shoe. If you're coming during the spring, that is like the rainy season, you have to bring something like a waterproof jacket. And if you're coming during the summer, you have to bring light stuff and all the like. But that's not really the most important thing you should bring when coming to Canada. The most important thing you should bring when coming are: number 1, your study permit approval letter. If you check your study permit approval letter, it's always written that this doesn't mean that you will remain in Canada, or this doesn't guarantee you to be in Canada. What will guarantee you to be in Canada for the time of your studies? It's the immigration officer at the airport, which is always called like Canadian Border Service Assistant. It's always like CBA, something official. So it's like the study permit approval letter, because when you go to the airport, you always need to present it to the immigration officers, right? So apart from your study permit, you also need to bring your passport. Your passport is also very important, because on your passport your visa has been stamped. So you also need to bring your passport. So you also know that if you have paid fees, if you've paid residence, you also need to bring it to the airport and proof of anything you've paid. And most importantly, don't forget your bank statement. Okay, because you have to bring the proof that you'll be able to sponsor yourself, or will be able to sponsor yourself. And you have to also, the officer will always ask you, after school, where are you going to? Are you going to go for holidays? So you should be prepared to answer that question. You should also be prepared to, and whatever you answer at the airport should relate to what you wrote to your study permit application process. Whatever you answer at the airport should relate. I mean, you should not lie to the officers at the airport. You should tell them the number of stay, the amount of stay, or the time. Sorry, you should tell them the time you're going to stay. How many years is your study? You should know. You should read their approval letter. Sometimes you should even read some things about the school. They ask, where is your school found? Who is coming to pick you up at the airport? How long are you staying? Sometimes they ask you the name of your professor. So you should have all that. And you should also have COVID-19 vaccine. If you're asked to take the vaccine, please bring in your vaccine document. In fact, don't forget any important document when coming. I mean, you shouldn't forget any document. You shouldn't forget any document when coming. Okay.